So I want to give you a pointer on how to correct a butt wink during your squat. If you're unfamiliar with what a butt wink is, it's essentially a rounding out or a posterior tilt of your hip at the bottom of the squat. So what it looks like, as you drop down to that squat position, you lose the posture in your lower back, your butt rounds under, and you begin to pitch forward. So this is pretty common for people when they squat, especially when they back squat. So instead of giving you a bunch of stretches, a bunch of activation type exercise to do, just try this pointer out first. So when most people get out of their squat rack, they come out with a bar on their back, their knees are locked out, and they're almost in a real extended position in the lower back, with their hips kind of angling downward. So rather than start in that position, think about kind of softening your knees and turning your hips more neutral, so they're more underneath your body, or underneath the bar at least. Because what happens is if your knees are locked out and your lower back is really extended, you're essentially already putting yourself into 10, maybe 15 degrees of hip flexion. So when I get down to that squat, my femur or my upper leg is going to run into my hip socket at an earlier point. So as I drop down to that squat, as my femur starts coming into that acetabulum of the hip, I have two options. I can either stop here with good form and come out of that squat and do a quarter squat, or I can continue on past that point and let my hips release and tuck under. So neither of those options are good. So what you want to do instead, as you get out of that squat rack, think about softening up your knees, letting your hips tuck underneath so they're more neutral. From that point, you want to drive your hips back and really pull your knees to your chest, keeping that back nice and flat as you drop down. You should have just a gentle S-curve in that lower back. So this is what it'll look like. So the next time you're squatting, go ahead and give that pointer a shot.